Hey, what's up? It's Deanna. So it's not going to be antiques right now. It's going to be sparkly things. So I'm going to show some of you guys other things in my collection. I don't only collect antiques. Well, I used to collect rocks and minerals and crystals and all sorts of sparkly things. And so what I'm showing you tonight is some of the quartz in my collection. Now I have hundreds of pieces in my collection, and I have to sadly get rid of a lot of it because I'm running out of space for all my things. So I'm going to show you actually. So these are all quartz specimens, different colors and different shades and different shapes. So now I'm going to show you some of the rainbows inside the quartz. And I love the rainbows and some of the quartz pieces that I have. And so if you see rainbows inside quartz, there's reasons for it. And it's caused physically actually by some sort of damage to the inside of the crystal. And so some of the causes for that are either physical damage, such as out of the earth dropping, or inside the earth movement from earthquakes and shakes. And sometimes they're caused by shocks and traumas, such as extreme temperature changes. So I'm going to show you this one first, and I'm going to let you see some rainbows inside of here. You see that? You see the iridescent rainbows? Let's see. I'm going to move it all around. Sorry for the glare. You see that? So that's damage actually inside the quartz. There it is again. You see that? And so that's what you're seeing. Now this is called citrine, and it's actually citrine and regular white quartz. And this is not a natural shape. So this quartz was actually polished and it was cut with double ends here. So this is a it's called double terminated. And so this was actual quartz, but it's man-made shape. So there we go. Look at that rainbow right there. Isn't that really awesome? So all they did was they found like chunks of quartz, and they took a machine and they actually faceted it like a gem. And again, it has a point on each end. Look at that rainbow. Isn't that phenomenal, guys? Oh my goodness. This is one of my favorite pieces. I had one that was huge. It was several pounds, but sadly I sold it in my Etsy shop. And that one I really miss. So on this end here, we have regular quartz. And this is like a cloudy quartz, as you can see here. And then when you turn the gem around, you can see this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful citrine, which is also a quartz, but it's colored. So you get almost like a yellowish, goldish color. And it actually, all different kinds of citrines have different type of yellows. So some will be more yellow than others, and some will be lighter and paler. And you can practically see through this one. Isn't that really spectacular? Look at that. Look how it sparkles when I move it in the light. All right, so I dwelled on this one for too long. Now I'm going to show you actually a natural point. So this is multiple points all attached to each other. During the growth of it, it grew. It looks like an airplane, doesn't it? And so you see a multitude of quartz points that like piggybacked on each other. And there's terms for this. I forgot what they're called, but there's all sorts of terms for people that collect crystals when they see these type of formations that actually grew like this on top of each other. So you're seeing three quartz points right here that grew on top of each other. So we have 1, 2, 3. Then this one grew this way. And this is quite interesting. So this is a chunk of natural quartz that was not actually polished by man. All right, so next we're going to get actually another one that was polished by man. So this is double terminated again. Now, double terminateds are some of my favorites. I do have regular ones attached to matrices with all points, but I really love the double terminated ones. Now, this one is really unique, and it has other minerals that have, during the growth of the crystal, other minerals had interrupted it and had grown inside the crystal as well. And so I believe this red stuff right here that you see is red tourmaline. I could be incorrect. These little speckles, I'm not sure what that is, but they're very pretty. They're like sparkles in a way. Could be some kind of iron. I'm not sure. And this may be red tourmaline as well that had interrupted this crystal during its growth. So I'm going to turn it around. And then on this side, you can see fractures inside. So this crystal was fractured during its growth, and you can almost peer in there. And then you're going to see some rainbows. Actually, let me hold it this way so I can try to show you any rainbows if the light hits it. So look at that too. You can see little phantoms in there. Like, actually, I believe they call it fairy dust or fairy wings. You see that? I don't know if you can see that. I think that's really, really cool. Let me try to show you some rainbows if I can. This is very hard to show you because I'm filming this inside and it's very dark in my house right now. But again, there's some actually rainbows right there. You see that? So that's where the crystal got damaged during its formation. And so something happened to the earth that caused that. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Could have been an earthquake. Could have been any kind of earth trauma. Now look at that. You see like how the interruptions had started in the making of this crystal. All right, so now I'm going to show you another point. And again, this is this was faceted and polished, and it was made into a double terminated. And again, we have like those little fairy dust or fairy wings in there. It looks like baby's breath, like almost like if you blew your hot air onto a piece of glass, you get that like almost like gas. And I believe that is actually gas that was trapped inside this crystal. And that's really, really sensationally cool. Let me turn it so you can see it as the light hits it. And let's see if we can see rainbows in here. Very hard to show you with all these glares going on in my kitchen right now. I have an LED lamp above me, so you're seeing the glare from the lamp. So the crystals are telling us a story. They're telling us a story about the earth and how they were formed, and I find that really, really fascinating. So the next piece we have is a citrine. And this is, again, another polished piece that was made by man. This is natural crystal, but they just polished it. And so I want to show you something called a phantom. And a phantom is another quartz that grew inside of a quartz. So I don't know if you could see the striping. Look at the black striping going down here. Let me try to zoom in on it. You see the stripes? Right there. That's a phantom. And looks like we have a phantom going down the center here. Let me try to turn it sideways. And that was in the, that happened in the making of the crystal. And again, we have all interruptions going on in here. There's the phantom. You're going to see it right in this area here. See the stripes? And that's really, really amazing. Now this is citrine mixed with smoky quartz in the center and then regular quartz on the bottom. Let me hold this up to the light. Let's see what we can see inside. And I just saw rainbows. It's hard to show you, but again, this crystal had some trauma during its life and during the making of it. Look at that. Look at the citrine, how gorgeous the colors are. So this is a really, really nice piece. Now, this is actually another man-made point. And this is like, it reminds me of like a wand of some sort. And this one's really pretty. This is smoky quartz. Now, all these quartzes come from Brazil. They come from Minas Gerais. And that's actually where a lot of this quartz comes from, especially smokies and citrines. Look at the rainbows in here. So again, we had some trauma to this crystal during its formation, and you're seeing it with rainbows because how the light reflects throughout the crystal. When you turn it and move it, you see the rainbows in there. And that is, oh my goodness, I love rainbow crystal. Look at that, the iridescence of that. This is a really lovely, lovely quartz point. You can see right through it. The smoky is a nice color. It's very, very subtle and very, like, not too dark, but not too light. It's just perfect. Now, if you see any of these pieces in this video and you're interested in purchasing them, let me know and I can list them on Etsy for you. Now, this is a natural quartz point right here. This was not polished by man. And again, it's another Brazilian piece. We had some trauma inside, if you look. And that's really, really something else. It looks like something else grew. Another quartz tried to grow on top of this quartz during its formation. And that's really amazing. Look at that. And then we have like another point coming down this way. You can see the natural striation lines in it. You see that? It has like little patterns and like little lines going down it. I think a lot of people call this, I believe, Lemurian. It's people give these crystals terms. Again, you see that pattern with the lines and the striations and patterns. You see like different patterns in it. So this is quite interesting. So that's it. That's some of the quartz in my collection. There's hundreds of them. So if you're interested in any of them, let me know. And if you want to see more, tell me what you want to see. And I bet you I have it in my collection because I have hundreds and hundreds of pieces that really, really are beautiful. So once again, thanks for watching, guys. And I'll see you all soon. So long.